I found a bridge. Beneath it, they had dammed up part of a creek that runs under it. The sound of running water is quite soothing, and so I stopped to reflect on that bridge. It gave rise to a great many thoughts, as I'm often wont to do. I thought about all the bridges I've crossed, both literally and figuratively, in the course of my life. I thought of the places I've been, the people I've met, befriended, some long-lasting, some only temporary. I thought of the bridges I've burnt and the ones that have been burned with me. I thought about my kids, my children, my oldest to my youngest, 2 daughters, 1 boy, and what they might be up to at this moment. And I thought about the bridges that they've crossed and are yet to cross. All of the decisions leading up to now. It's quite a lot to think about. But on such a beautiful day, and in such a beautiful park, as I appreciated the beauty around me, more thoughts continued to intrude, and so I simply let them, so that I could examine each one, and maybe draw some wisdom or epiphany from it. Sun shining in the sky as it was getting close to noontime. It had been cold earlier in the morning, quite cold actually. But as I walked through the very shady wood, I would find moments where the sun would break through, even open patches, where its full radiance beamed down upon me, warming me, my skin, my clothes, my face. That's when I saw the bridge. I stood upon it. I walked across it. There was another path that kept on going through the hilly wood. Seeing that it's autumn, the leaves are, of course, turning, and it's quite beautiful to behold. And I found it rather appropriate that I stood upon a fork in the road, one that crossed the bridge, that went over the bridge, and the one that continued on. I thought this was a rather fitting metaphor for my own life and situation. It seemed that we all hit nexus points in our lives, no matter what age you are. The journey's never completely over until it's over. You know what I mean. My mood is an alternate mix of both self-reflection and melancholy, along with just a deep appreciation of the sights and sounds around me, even the sound of the dog barking in the distance. I allow myself to just take it all in as I continue to examine those thoughts. The one takeaway, as I consider the person that people think I should be versus the person I'm supposed to be, I think of the hill that I'm staring at, and I consider what might be over that hill, what's to see. Well, in order to see what's atop that hill, I have to walk up that hill. The price of freedom has always been some measure of suffering, pain, effort, all of that combined, till you reach that pinnacle moment when you suddenly realize you've achieved what you wanted to achieve. You made the top of the hill, and now you can gaze upon what's on the other side. Is it more hills? Is it a great vista filled with beauty and wonder? Or is it something else? Is the top of the hill enough? Should I stop there? Or should I keep on going? Well, knowing myself, I'm going to keep on looking for the next hill. But every hill has a valley. And so, as I walk in the valley, and no, I'm not going to do that biblical line, of my own life, a new valley, a different valley, but a valley nonetheless, hills all around me, inclines to tackle. And I find myself more than willing to actually do that, to tackle the incline. And I think that's really the point. Regardless of whether or not you reach a valley or the top of a hill, there's always something left to do. Some task, as of yet, incomplete. It gives you purpose. It gives me purpose. And I'm grateful for that purpose. My faith squarely sits with myself. Some might argue, oh, that God must be the one. Well, I suppose if I believed in a God, I can well hear the sighs, the chagrin, the exclamations of this and that concerning my belief system. But at the end of the day, it's my choice. Everything in life is always about choice. You choose to follow this group or that group, to ape their behavior so that they accept you within that group. Acceptance is so important to the tribe. But what happens when one of the tribe lies on the fringe outside of the tribe, finding ways to appease them, but never completely, never giving in to the traditions that they insist you must observe and practice in order to be accepted? Well, I say that there are many ways to be accepted. Sometimes just being accepted for the unique person that you are should be enough, at least one would think. But that's okay, because I look back at the bridge, and I remember one important thing. Don't burn it. Because the bridge goes both ways. We cross over it, we cross back. We cross over it, we cross back. Others also cross over it and cross back. And so I'm going to keep on moving forward, across the bridge, towards that new, as of yet unknown path. Oh, I have an idea of what might lie ahead. I can see it just around the bend. It keeps drawing me to it. I feel compelled to continue my journey, to explore, to seek, to understand. Isn't that what we all do?